Let's take a look at scale factors from a slightly different perspective. So let's take a look at some coordinate axes here and look at the plane. And you can see that I have, in fact, two triangles. I've got this little triangle right here and this larger triangle right here. And I'm told that these two triangles are similar. And now what I'd like to do is I'd like to do two things. First of all, I want to compute what the scale factor is. And then I want to see if I can use that to figure out the coordinates for the point D. Notice that all the other coordinates are known, but D is all by itself unknown. So let's see if we can actually uncover it. All right, so how are we going to find the scale factor to take the little triangle and dilate it, scale it up to the big triangle? Well, one way to think about this is just to look, for example, at this side right here. This side has length 2. Whereas this side, the corresponding side of the large triangle, has length 6. So how do I go in terms of a scale factor from 2 to 6? Well, that's asking what number do I have to multiply 2 by in order to make it equal to 6? Well, the answer is 3. So the scale factor here to go from the little triangle to scale it, to dilate it to the big triangle, it has a scale factor of 3. Well, now that I know that, and knowing that the triangles are already similar, I can actually figure out exactly the location of this point. How? Well, because I know that this length here is 3, and that, in fact, has got to correspond to this length out here, and so I just have to scale this number by the scale factor, which is also 3, and so I see 3 times 3, well, that's 9. So that means I have to go all the way out 9 units this way. What about my up and down movement? Well, my y value is 0, and so I have to hit that with my scale factor of 3, and so I see 0 times 3, but that's still 0. So in fact, this point right here, D, turns out to be nothing more than 9, 0. And we actually found it. So you can see scale factors really coming into play. Even when we have similar triangles, we can figure out the appropriate dilation that goes from one of the triangles to its similar, I don't want to say twin, but let me just conclude with cousin.